Hello, my name is Summer Janae, and welcome back to my channel. Today, I want to talk to you more about the Spelman College series. So today, I'm recording this video for all of you who have daughters who are looking at Spelman College, or someone in your family. It may not necessarily be your daughter, but they're thinking about Spelman College or wanting to go to Spelman College. My daughter just graduated from Spelman College in the class of 2025. So graduation was maybe about 2 weeks or so ago. And now looking back, I want to share with you, as a Spelman mom, some of the things that you may need to look out for or just be mindful of if you're the young lady in your life that is looking at Spelman College. Some things to consider before you actually attend or commit or whatever it is you're doing for Spelman College, or if you've already committed, just some things to be mindful of. So make sure when you look at the cost of tuition, especially if you're looking on like great schools or something like that, and it says that the tuition is about $30K, just be mindful that that does not include room and board. So that $30K a year will just be like for tuition. So you need to also factor in, if you're looking at Spelman College as an option and you're trying to budget or plan for it, to make sure you're looking at maybe about $25K a semester to include. That includes your tuition and your room and board. And I can tell you, there are some dorms that are on the campus that do not have AC, and you have to take into consideration the age of the college, the fact that it was, when it was first built, it wasn't built on like the electrical grids like we have right now. So in order for them to put AC in all of the dormitories, then they're going to have to take some of those dorms offline in order to retrofit them, in order to enable them to have air conditioner. So keep that in mind. Laura Spelman is a smaller dorm. I think there may be like a total of 40 people in there total, if that. But it is an older dorm, but it does have AC. But that dorm is set aside for certain majors and people who are in certain programs. So kind of keep that in mind. LLC 1 and LLC 2 are dorms with AC. Then they have the suites. And I think in the suites, they have a newly renovated dining facility. So they have like more upscale food in there. I remember when my daughter was like a freshman and a sophomore, that they didn't have the food vendor wasn't what it is now. So there have been some drastic changes with the food for the better. You can use some of your dining bucks to go down to Starbucks and whatever the other vendors are now. They've changed a couple times, and like I'm not going to say student center. I can't remember the name. It may be Lower Manly. No, I'm not going to give the wrong name, but it's right near the books, right next door to the bookstore and the post office. And it's where, like, if you go in the very bottom of the basement, it's like a convenience store is in the very back. And then there are like three vendors in the front. One of them used to be Subway and Starbucks and somebody, Twisted Taco, I think, but I'm not sure who's in there now. And it's a nice smaller campus. There's maybe about 2,000 students on the campus. One of the things my daughter used to like a lot was Market Fridays. They used to have Soul Food Wednesdays. They have, for me as a parent, yeah, we complained a lot about to our daughter about the price of this school, because just you think, um, when your child is going through high school and they're getting all these grades and they finish with a 4+ GPA, that you're not going to have to pay for too much of anything. But pretty much all of the people who were coming into Spelman, they're like the top of their game. So um, some of them, but they don't have scholarships for everyone. But know that when you look at the hindsight being 2020, when you look at the cost of the tuition vice what they come out as or what's on the other side of the degree, it's, I would say, hindsight being 2020, it was worth the cost. And the reason I'm saying it's worth the cost, the top three reasons I'm saying it's worth the cost is because they nurture and develop, help your student or your child to develop into a person who can go out and be comfortable in any room and have their opinions and move in different spaces. I know my daughter she traveled a lot while she was there. She participated in a lot of different programs, a lot of different fellowships and things of that nature. And um, she traveled a lot. She blossomed when she got there. She was really quiet and reserved into herself. And she's, I would say, she not only speaks up for herself now, but she'll speak up for others. And I just think that it was a really good fit college wise in terms of development for her, that it was a good fit. And then the opportunities that they get in terms of internships, fellowships, um, like funding for different things is like second to none. Like we were always getting as parents emails that were blasts about who was coming to the college in terms of schools for graduate school, in terms of employers for employment. So I really think they being Spelman has a good solid foundation in terms of preparing their students for the next phase after college. If they want to pursue something after college, I really think they have that system on lock. Now, there were some bumps in the road. Don't get me wrong. No school is perfect, number one. Um, and there were some bumps in the road. There were a couple times we had to get in the car and get on down or on over to Spelman. But overall, if I had to give the school a rating out of 10 over the 4 years cumulative, I'd probably give it like a 8 or 8.5. And that's just based on a couple of, not a 10, just based on a couple of the bumps in the roads we've experienced. But I don't know anyone who's had a perfect college experience. But overall, I can say it was worth the experience, if you will, based on our daughter has a full ride for her master's program. So I think it depends on what you're looking to get out of the school. The rigor at the school is second to none. They're going to be challenged intellectually. They're going to be placed in opportunities and positions for them to develop their leadership skills. If that is what you're looking for your child, then I would say yes. Hindsight being 2020, Spelman College is a good choice, not only for women of color, especially for women of color, but for young women, period. I think it's a really good school, and I'm glad that our daughter was able to not only go there, but she was able to graduate, and that she's moving on and starting to do adult things. So that's all I have for this segment of Spelman College. Spelman College edition from a parent's perspective. If you have any questions whatsoever about Spelman College, as it relates from being a parent of a Spelmanite, let me know. I'm now a Spelman alum. Drop your questions or comments in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel because I will have more videos about that Spelman life. And also share this video if you know someone who's has someone that's going to attend Spelman College. I think I'm putting out some good quality content. I am not being paid for whatever it is I'm saying. I'm just sharing my opinion as a mom for someone who just graduated a couple of weeks ago. So that's all I have for you today. Go have an amazing rest of your day and go be great.